Blog Talk Radio.
I think we're here. Seems like we're here. The clock says no, but I think we're here. So hi, everybody. No charge for that little bonus thing there. Welcome to Psychic Tapestry, a very professional podcast, obviously. I'm Ken Kessler, and she's Toni. Hi, Toni.
Hi Ken. Hi, Lisa.
And she is Lisa Kessler. What a coincidence that she has the same last name as I do. Hi, Lisa. Lisa is our special guest tonight, and yes, she's my wife, for those who don't know. She's a paranormal romance author and a very gifted tarot and oracle card reader, and she has a special thing that she does annually that is here once again, which is why she's with us tonight, besides the fact that she just loves us and wants to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm blowing right past all the intro stuff that I'm supposed to do. So let me mention that the phone lines are open. The number is 347-838-9903. There are a heck of a lot of people already on the lines. So if you don't call soon, you're probably not going to be able to get through. That said, there are a couple other ways you can connect with us. If you're listening on the Blog Talk Radio website, you can scroll down and pop in the chat room. I just opened that up. So you can join us there. You can also connect through social media, facebook.com/Psychic Tapestry and @Psychic Tapestry on Twitter. Phone's the best because we may have follow-up questions for you, and you may have them for us. The forth of that conversation is much easier on the phone than it is typing it in the little chat box or in tweets or posts on social media. But you could be working, or you could be doing something that makes it difficult or maybe even impossible to call in, or maybe you just don't want to. Maybe it's something we haven't even thought of. Whatever the case, that's why those other options are available to you. So there. Before we get to your calls, Lisa, you're still here?
Yes.
Okay. I was worried that my level of professionalism scared you away. Since you're here for a very special reason, that you're starting up, revisiting, it's that time of year again, however you want to say it, for your year ahead readings, why don't you let everybody know what they are and what you're doing and how they can get one?
Okay. So I only offer in December and January my year ahead readings, and they do come with homework, but they're super fun. Basically, you get one card for each month of 2022. That's why I only do it in December and January. But anyway, you'll get one card for each month that will give you something to focus on for that month of 2022. Often we'll see patterns for your year, and I'll point those out to you too. And it gives you kind of a look ahead to what's coming, and it also can give you some peace of mind that every month you know you're going to have a focus for that month so that you stay on your path. You won't all year be going, oh my gosh, what happened to my year? Because you will have a guide. You get a picture of your cards as well, which I always recommend you save in your favorites on your phone. You also get a mantra for the year, and those you're going to want to repeat to yourself. I always like one day to be mantra day. For me, it's Sundays, but pick that day, and the mantra is always written in first person, so you can speak it out to the universe and claim it for yourself for the year, and it makes a huge difference. I do them for myself every year too, and I'm always amazed at how right on target that they are. So it's definitely fun, and hopefully it gives you some inspiration for the year coming up. so right now is the only time they're available. So my spots go really fast. I'm very busy. I have a reading right after the show. So if you're interested in a reading, a year ahead reading, you can go to the Psychic Tapestry website and find my name, and there is a button there to sign up for a year ahead reading, and they're half an hour long, and again you get 12 oracle cards and a tarot card mantra for the year. So it's very fun. I enjoy doing them. I love hearing from people as the year goes by and they email me and go, oh my gosh, I got a car. Because sometimes you get the cards and it takes a while before you realize what do they mean. So anyway, it's very neat, and it gives you a good way to stay on target for the year spiritually. So Ken wanted me to come on and tell you guys about it, so here I am.
So if you go to psychictapestry.com and you click on our readers and teachers, you'll see one of the choices is Lisa, and you just go to her page, and it gives you some more information about it. And you can, like she said, you can click the button and reserve your spot. If that's not enough and you want to know more, for those who don't know, I do a companion podcast to this that I cleverly call Psychic Tapestry 2, TOO. It's different because there's no calls, and on the latest episode of that, Lisa came on and explained in great detail her year ahead readings, and she also used me as a guinea pig and gave me a year ahead reading on there. And while you can't see the cards because it is all audio, you can listen to it so you can get a really good idea of what a year ahead reading is. And yours will, of course, be different. No two readings are the same or really even close to the same. The cards are going to be different. The decks are going to be different. But you still get a pretty good idea of what it is if you want a little bit more information. But I would suggest that if this is something that you think you want to do, that you do act quickly, because like Lisa said, the spots do fill up pretty fast, and they're already doing that. The other thing I do want to mention is that this is a really neat gift idea for somebody if that person is into this kind of stuff. You don't want to give it to somebody who's going to freak out that they're getting a reading, because readings everybody's not there yet. But if you have somebody in your life that you're trying to figure out what you want to give them as a gift, and they're the kind of person who is into metaphysical things, this might be a good idea for that too. And when you reserve a spot, you and Lisa can iron out the details through email and how to best do that. So that's another option. I don't want the whole podcast today to turn into a big sales pitch, but it's a little bit complicated, so I wanted Lisa to come on and sort of explain it, and then I could jump in and over-explain.
And only in December and January.
Right. Right. It goes away at the end of next month. So
I have something to add here. I have a friend who got one of Lisa's readings last year, and she was amazed. Yes, and she told me that it was so accurate and that every month laid out just as you said. And she was so impressed. I just wanted to stick that in there because people should know you're very talented. No, she did. She was very pleased. Helped her a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always makes me happy to see people come back. I have quite a few people who come back year after year, and we always get to talk about, what happened, and it's always really encouraging to see that we did get a little bit, tapped in.
Absolutely.
And I would just say one of the fun things about it for me is that Lisa, of course, gives herself one of these readings too, and then we sort of compare our years. and we look at month to month that this is the card that I got for this month, and for that same month, oh, look what you got, and you can sort of compare and see that are the months of abundance together, are the months of I don't want to say difficulty, but are the challenging months
the challenging
at the same
months,
time?
yes.
Yeah. And so it makes it, I don't know, it makes it kind of fun to be able to do that too, to be able to look at the year ahead with somebody else that you're close to, a significant other, a family member, something like that. If you both get them, that you can sort of compare and contrast, and what's coming up for both of you, and where there might be overlap, which was kind of neat to see in ours, and what the things were that were overlapping, which was entertaining as well. And Lisa will ask you, and I don't remember if you just said this just now, but she'll ask you about significant things that are coming up in the year, your anniversary month, your birthday month, that kind of thing. So it makes
I like my guide who's drawing to know which months those are, so that we get you something right.
Yeah. So if we get to your call and you have questions about the year ahead reading, or if you stumble into the chat room or you send us something through social media, we'll do our best to answer those questions in addition to whatever else you had called about. For the purposes of this episode tonight, I am not going to be reading, just so that we can move things along and try and get to a lot of people, because when you get 3 people reading, it takes even longer than, Toni and I like to talk. You may have noticed. And
yep.
What?
So, yeah, it's true. So other than the babbling that I'm doing right now, I'm going to sort of step back and direct traffic, and Lisa and Toni will be doing the readings tonight. And that said, I want to get to the phone and do as many as we can. So this is the point where I turn to you, Toni, and say, explain yourself. Who are you? Why are you here? And what are you going to do?
Okay. I'm Toni DeMaio. I've been psychic since birth. And for our purposes tonight, I'll be doing my specialty, which is to speak with your guides directly through my guide. And this way I know that all the messages that I give are very relevant to what you need to know the most. And now I'll give it back to Ken and Lisa.
Ta-da! And Lisa, we just sort of kind of threw you to the audience and didn't give you a chance to really explain yourself. I mentioned that you're a gifted reader and that you are also a gifted writer. Do you want to let everybody know a little bit more about you and what you're going to be doing tonight?
Sure. I'm also gifted at collecting tarot and oracle decks. Oh, my goodness. So I have very many. It's almost sad. But tonight I'm going to be pulling cards from my my go-to deck from the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. I do have a Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, and I'm tempted, but you guys can't see how cute the pictures are. So I'm just going to stick with the deck tonight. So, but I'll be pulling cards from there for you guys.
Nice. Well, with that said, let's see if we can get to, there's a lot of people on the phone, and I'm wasting time telling you that, but we're going to do our best to get to as many as possible. The number is 347-838-9903. If you still can get in, you should do so quickly. And let's head to the phone. Hi, thanks so much for hanging on. What's your first name?
My name is Sharon. Hello, all of you.
Hey, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
I just
Where are you
turned my
calling
volume up. Okay. Ohio. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I do hear you.
What can we help you with tonight?
Well, I was curious. We're in December, and we're starting the process now, but in January I'm getting my first annual review. I was skipped last time because I got hired right in the middle of it, so they didn't do me for the year. How do you feel my review is going to go Can you kind of pick up anything on that? I always get nervous before stuff like this.
Well, I immediately got that you're going to have a great review, and it was overdue. But I can pull a card for you if it will make you feel better.
Yeah, I do my job, but I just never know. I work at home. We work in the office twice a week, but I just didn't know there's just one of the leads that I work with. Everyone in the company is wonderful, except one person can be kind of off and on. She's the lead person in our department, and she's got a big say of my job. I just never know what to expect from her, but she's not the one that really gives it. There's 2 other people above her. Okay.
Okay. I'm having my primary guide, Morgan, draw a card for you.
Oh. Thank you.
And we got
I hope I didn't give you too much info. I know.
Nah, it's okay. So she pulled the 9 of Cups, and Cups is the element of water, so it represents your emotions. They're constantly moving and changing, just like water. And it goes in a cycle from Ace to 10. So the 9 is almost there. And so I feel like your review is going to be very good, and probably, like they're going to tell you you're almost there to move up to something even better. Is there a chance for promotion for you?
Oh, yeah. Yes. I never push. I just love to learn. I'm so grateful that I have a job, you know what I'm saying, and good benefits. But yes, if a new position did come up to me, I would post for it. But I just take one step at a time. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get through my review.
Right.
But that would be very nice.
I'd
be very blessed with that.
Yeah. I think your review is going to be great. You don't have anything to be nervous about.
I always do this to myself. I think I'm in my head a lot. But thank you. I know the 9 of Hearts is the wish card sometimes too. Depending on how you use it. So I know.
Right.
Thank you.
Toni, do you have something?
Yes, Toni,
sure
I love your angel messages. I know. I love your angel messages.
You're so sweet. I know you, Sharon. You've been on before, and I always love when you're on. Yes.
Every few months. I just like to save it for other people. Go on, sorry.
Yes. And the first message is that the angels want you to know that the current challenge pushes you to be assertive and self-confident. They want you to be willing to stand up for yourself, defend your position if you need to, and of course, always excuse yourself from the unwanted drama of others. Now, the next thing is stop being so hard on yourself. They want you to turn all your thoughts to the positive. You have nothing to worry about. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. And the next one is very specifically for your question. Wonderful news regarding your career. A new job, a promotion is coming into your life. You might feel ready to do something that's even more challenging and fulfilling. So this is all good news, and they are describing you.
Yeah, that's like that. I really think the promotion. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we both got the same thing. And the guides are describing you as someone who's youthful, optimistic, very clever, fun to be around, sometimes a little bit mischievous. So that's what they're saying, that this is all about you.
That was, oh gosh, that was very nice.
Yes, so was Lisa's. I mean, you're in, girl.
Oh my gosh, welcome. Thank you so much. I needed that tonight. I know, it's just nice to hear it.
Sending you all the good vibes.
Because January, you guys, is like tomorrow, a snap of the finger. You know that. It's going to be like next week. It goes so fast. It's just incredible. Thank you. You can get your next caller.
All right. Thanks for calling, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
You take care, honey.
Bye.
Bye.
347-838-9903 is our number. Hi, thanks. Whoops. Let's try that again. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hi, my name is Mindy.
Hi, Mindy.
Hi, Mindy.
Hi.
Where are you calling from?
Hello. Calling from Los Angeles.
And how can we help you tonight?
Oh, I would love to hear a message, what I need to hear. I'm very open to the process, so whatever I need to hear, if that's okay.
Yeah, what do you need to know now? Is that kind of what you're looking for?
Yes, that would work beautifully.
All right. I was going to use my primary guide. I have pendulums draw the cards for you so that my energy's not all over them. And I was going to use my primary guide, but then you said Los Angeles, and I thought, oh, it has to be real. So he's pulling a card for you. And, and he pulled the Eight of Swords. Do you like to live in your head a lot?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. Because Swords is the element of air. Yeah. Well,
I work a lot with a lot of information. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Eight of Swords is about your thoughts and that you sometimes are trapped, but it's all in your head. Every deck, she's always holding the blindfold over herself. And if she would just take it off, she could walk right out. So what I'm getting from Archangel Gabriel is if you start feeling like you are trapped in a situation, take off that blindfold and take a breath and go, you know what? I can walk right through. The only thing that's holding you back is your own thoughts. So when you hit that situation where you feel like, I'm trying, I can do, remember this card and go, wait, it's air. And take off that blindfold, and you'll be able to march right out, okay?
Wonderful.
Okay. I'm sending you lots of blessings.
I love it. Well, I have something somewhat similar. This is an emotion card, and the angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. And it's likely that you know which choice you should make, but you've been procrastinating because you don't want to upset another person. So the angels are suggesting that you ask heaven for guidance and please make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. And this next card is also one of emotion. They're saying this is a magical time in your life when your wishes are granted and all your dreams come true. And they're saying that it may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are your just reward for being a loving and wonderful person. And the angels and guides are asking you to basically get out of your head and enjoy your life and have more fun in the real world. Does that resonate?
There you go.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you so very much.
We're so glad that you called tonight, honey.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for calling us.
Okay. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
347-838-9903 is the number here at Psychic Tapestry. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name? Hi, if you're calling from area code 919. Oh, it just dropped. Okay. That was somebody in the chat room. I'll keep an eye out for your phone number if you want to call back in. I think her name is Kay. But But in the meantime, we'll move on to another call. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
My name is Suzanne, and a quick question about love life. I have a blind date tomorrow, and I'm really looking for a significant other. And I have a job as a teacher aide, but I'm trying to. I just applied for one closer to home. Do you see anything good news with both, or one, or something?
Yeah. Let me pulling a card for you right now. Love or work? All right. Are you working now, or are you just trying to get a different job?
No, I'm definitely working now.
Okay. And is it frustrating because you feel like you're doing all the work and you don't have enough help, enough support?
No, not at all. It's not that. It's for what I'm making. I have to travel 25 minutes, and gas is expensive for what I'm making. Okay. This new job that you're applying for, is it going to be in the same line of work, or is it something new for you? No, it's the same line of work. I applied like a month ago, I subbed there a year ago, but they never hired me. So I just called to see if they still got my application, but I've been calling. And then I applied for a bus company, just because it's closer. I don't know. I applied a month ago, too.
Okay, and you have an interview
I like
tomorrow?
my job. It's not that. It's just for what I make to live on and what yes.
Too far. Yeah. Okay, well, I got the 7 of Wands, and Wands is the element of fire, and it's taking action and doing things, so I feel like your interview is going to go really well.
Well, I don't have an interview yet. I just told them that I had subbed for them a year ago or even less, like in May, last year, December to May, and then I just couldn't sub anymore because I didn't want to keep subbing, so I applied last month. I didn't get I had 2 interviews, but last year, but I didn't get anything.
Okay. Well, I thought you said you have an interview tomorrow, and if you didn't say that, then I feel like an interview is coming for you because really, I swear you said that. So
tomorrow I have
that's
a blind date. Tomorrow I have a blind date.
Oh, okay. I was mixed up. But I do think that because we got the 7 of Wands, which is fire and taking action, I think that because you called in to be sure that they have your application, you are going to have an interview. I think the chances are very good for this job.
Well, which one? The teacher aide that I've been trying for, or the bus company they just tried for? Which one?
The one that you called to see if they still had your application?
I called. The district has like bus monitors and bus aides. I called for both. I applied for both a month ago. I applied for in November or October, end of October, beginning of November for both. And then I got the job. I was subbing for this job, and I got this job like 3 weeks ago. And it's not that I don't like it. I just can't live on it.
Right. I understand. Well, I feel like it's going to be the teaching job. So keep your ear to the ground for that and maybe nudge them again if you haven't, because I feel like
I just called today.
Job.
I don't want to, I called them in November, and then I applied in November, then I called them now. You know what I'm saying? Like they interviewed me 2 times. They never hired me. I was a sub. And then I put an application in, and they were hired, and they never called me. So what's going to make them change their mind now is what I'm getting at.
Right. Well, if you just called them, then you don't need to call again, but I think you'll hear from them.
Do you know when?
I wish I had a numbers card, but I do not. Let me... I think that it will be probably over winter break. I pulled the Page of Swords, and the Page is young energy, so I feel like they have to wait for the kids to be out of school before they can get on that. So winter break is right around the corner.
Coming up, like the 24th of November on.
Right. Yeah, I think you're going to hear from them during the winter break when the kids aren't there.
Oh, all right. And what about the blind date?
I'm going to let Toni take that.
Okay.
I'm passing that to you, Toni.
That's all right. First thing I want to do is tell you, Suzanne, that I'm feeling the teacher's position as well. And I guess
teacher aide.
Yeah, the teacher aide.
Yeah. Well, I have one now. I like, and I feel bad if I had to leave, but just for what I pay in gas, it's like pain,
I understand. But this is what you're already in, and I do believe that they're going to see the value of keeping you in that profession and giving you another opportunity. Now, what
I meant, like closer where I live, that's what I meant.
I understand, honey, completely. That's the job that I feel you're going to get.
Okay.
And the cards are very positive. They're talking about a time of great success for you, that all your plans are blessed. They will move forward perfectly. And we can take this to be in regard to the blind date as well, because it's an abundance card. So this means good things are coming in every area of your life, not just your career.
So.
Yep, your career. It says this card indicates that someone with an amazing career is involved in a situation.
I'm not really looking for this big career. I honestly just want to work, retire at one point, and have a life with a nice man.
Exactly. And to me, that's an amazing career because you'll be helping children and there's no higher calling than that. So they're saying sometimes you feel like your dreams are growing slowly, but don't worry, because you are ready for that bountiful harvest. This is in the area of love as well as career. So I believe that you're going to have a good time on your blind date and that you're going to get the job you want, closer to home. Okay?
And I'm going to jump in because I've got to reboot the board where the switchboard, because all the calls are frozen. Suzanne, I don't even know if you can hear us.
What?
Toni,
Blog Talk is glitching? What?
I know, right? I know. Everybody hang on. This is going to be, let me reboot this page, and hopefully we'll all be here. Just free to talk amongst yourselves.
It's very exciting.
Ooh. Yes. I'm just glad
I do a blog talk podcast about books on Mondays, and sometimes it does crazy things like it lets the guest in, but it won't let me in. Blog Talk is very glitchy.
Okay, the page is back. The calls are all scrambled. I don't see Suzanne's call still on here. She may have hung up on us. I hung up on her. I don't know. It wasn't intentional, Suzanne. If you're listening, hopefully, I think you guys were done with your reading. So hopefully,
yes.
Hopefully she got that. Apologies. Let me see if this works now.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, I hear someone.
Hi.
Thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
My first name is my name is Sandra K, but I go by my middle name, so first I'll be called K.
Oh, is this Kay whose call we dropped a few minutes ago?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you were able to get through. Hi.
No problem. Thank you.
Where are you calling from?
Georgia.
And how can we help you tonight?
My call, thank you so much for taking the call. My call, I'll make it very quick, is regarding career. I had really hoped for an opportunity, and I found out I didn't get that position. So still trying to stay positive. Do you see a new career opportunity coming through soon? I am working now, but I just need something new. Good. My present job is very toxic. It's just not a healthy environment.
Right. Okay. Morgan has drawn a card for you. The 5 is swords. So swords is the element of the air. This represents our thoughts. And the 5 is halfway through a cycle. Have you thought about what you want your new job to look like, what you want it to be?
Yes.
Have you started applying?
Oh, yes. I had second round interviews for a company, and I really thought I was going to get it, but I did finally heard from the recruiter. She was very positive. The entire process was, and she said that they had selected another candidate, but they were really impressed with me, so they were trying to find something else within the company. That didn't work out, but she wanted me to definitely stay in contact, and I did see something else on their website, and I reached out to her, and she was like, oh, definitely she was going to look at it, but not just limited to that. I have applied for several things, not just trying to apply simply to get away from a job, but yet applying for things that I know I want, what a dream job I want. So I'm spotting those and applying for those. And I've been applying, but it just seems like I'm at a standstill right now.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear, is because the air cards, it's always about, getting things clear in your head. So instead of just looking for a job to get out of the one you're in, what would be your dream job? What would you really want? And it sounds like you're giving that some thought, which is good.
Yes.
And keep that, write down the different aspects, maybe how much money, the mileage away from you, keep it open, but the details that you need, and write it down, make a list. Making lists is its own kind of magic. So make this list of 5 things for your dream job. and, which shift it will be, all that kind of thing. And I think you'll be very surprised at what will come in, because you're halfway through the cycle now. So I don't think that you're going to find the job tomorrow. But I do think that you're right on the cusp of really figuring out, where do I want to work and what will my job look like. So make those lists and do that work, and I think you're going to stumble upon something that's going to be just perfect. And you're going to be so glad that that other place didn't hire you.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe Toni can give you some more information.
Okay, great.
Well, I got something again that's rather similar. This is the Eight of Thought card, and it's telling us that you may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances that you find yourself in. But the angels are saying that really is just an illusion. They want you to make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that makes you unhappy. They say, don't wait for someone to come to the rescue. You can free yourself. And the next card is even better. A happy change is coming. Your angels have heard your prayers. They're banding together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Okay.
Wow.
The events will begin to move forward really quickly. Great progress is now possible. And you may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity. So be confident and trust
so make
the
those lists.
There you go. And
make those lists. It's going to jump out.
That's it. And keep circulating that resume. And you may have to decide between two different jobs. That's what we're feeling for you. Absolutely.
Great. Okay. That's very helpful.
That's exciting. Let us know how it goes.
That's very helpful. Thank you so much.
Good, sweetie. Thank you.
Thanks for calling us. Bye-bye.
Bye.
347-838-9903 is the number here at Psychic Tapestry. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Where are you calling?
From Georgia.
And how can we help you tonight?
Either whatever message you get, either romance or job. My job is somewhat changing. I don't know if I'll stay with the same company, if they'll find something for me that I like, or if I'll go somewhere else. But, also a relationship and finding a new one.
All right. Okay, as far as your job goes, I drew the 5 of Wands, and Wands is fire and taking action and doing things. Where you're working now, do you see yourself, is there a different position in the same company that you might be interested in, or do you want to leave?
I'm sort of waiting for it to play out before I leave, but there's a possibility that there's a position, and they really don't want to do it remote, so like fully remote, and I want to stay fully remote, so don't know what's going to happen.
Okay,
I would take that position though.
Yeah, because the 5 of Wands is usually it has 2 teams of people. It's like the wands are everywhere because people need to remember what the mission is so that they can all get on the same team. So that requires a leader, which is why I really feel like they might offer you some kind of, promotion where you're going to be leading and inspiring other people, and that doesn't Usually that doesn't mean you have to move to another company, so they may come up with something for you that will work for what you need and also what they need. So you may not have to leave to fix this job position. I'm glad that you're waiting to see how it plays out, because I'm really getting that that's your best move at this point, to wait and see how that goes, because they need you.
I don't know if they realize it, but they do.
They probably don't yet, but as things fall apart and get messed up, they're going to realize, my gosh, they they need you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm glad you're waiting for it to play out because I think it's going to work out and you're going to, end up better off than you were.
Okay, good.
Okay. Toni, you want to take the love?
I will, and I also had a little bit to add to what you said, because I pulled a card saying be open to success, and they're saying to look at all the wonderful things you have accomplished in your career and in your job, and that you've balanced many different priorities. You always come out a winner, and that you will be recognized and rewarded for how valuable you are to the company that you work for. So that's a little confirmation on that. Yay. Yeah. And then I did pull an emotion card, and this is the beginning of a new emotional experience that will grow into something much deeper. And they're also, the angels are also saying that you may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know the other person was developing. So this could be that someone new that you've met or someone that you already know. But the next part of the message is that any social invitations that come your way, please go. Don't stay home and say, oh, I'm tired. Go, because something great is going to happen in this season for you. And it's also a time for you to follow your heart and feel the fullness of your emotions. Don't be afraid to open your heart to love. And they're also reminding you that you nurture others and you sometimes forget to care for yourself. So they want you to take really good care of yourself and realize how great you are and open your heart to love, and that will bring it to you. Okay, sweetie?
All right.
We're really glad you called tonight. Thank you.
It sounds very, very positive. Thank you.
Yay.
Good. It's going to be great.
It is.
Thanks so much for calling us tonight.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. 347-838-99. I should stop giving out the phone number. We're lucky to get through all of these calls. Hi. Thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Kate.
Hi, Kate. Where are you calling from?
Florida.
And how can we help you tonight?
Hi, neighbor.
Hi there.
We're in Florida, too.
Which coast?
We're on the East Coast by the ocean.
I'm on the East Coast, too.
What? We really are neighbors.
We are.
Look at that.
What can we do for you tonight?
The cards for the coming 6 to 8 weeks, the end of this year and the January 2022, please.
Okay, what do you need? What's your first name again?
Kate. K-A-T-E.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Kate wants to know, what does she need to know for the next 6 weeks or so? This is the exciting portion. Okay, she picked a card for you. Ooh, Judgment. So this is Major Arcana, and people get the Judgment card and the Justice card mixed up. The Judgment card is actually, most decks have like Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn. The Judgment card is a perfect card to get at the end of the year because it's all about finding your soul's true calling, finding your life's calling. And so when you are setting up goals for the next year, keep this close to your heart. Trust your gut and your intuition because you are going to be crafting what your future looks like. So definitely give it some thought. Buy a cheap little journal and write down, your daydreams for what you want 2022 to look like, because you're going to be able to actually channel a little bit of, your intuition, the angels, all that kind of thing into a really beautiful plan for what your next year is going to look like. And the next 6 weeks is the perfect time to do that. Probably you're even going to get signs. So, pay attention to your dreams the next 6 weeks. Look for, money that shouldn't be there that shows up. Feathers, all those kind of things are all little touches from spirit to let you know that you are being guided. So trust it. We constantly talk ourselves out of things. Don't talk yourself out of it to be. So so it's going to be really great time right now for you to do some planning. So definitely dream big. Don't hold anything back. And I think you're going to find like your soul's true calling, and you're really going to go after it in 2022. So I'm really excited for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I hope that helps. I want to know what your big calling is. You'll have to come back and let us know.
Sure thing.
I love it.
Anything?
I love what you said. Yes. I've got out with the old and in with the new. Heaven is showing you a sign, Kate, that it's time to move in a new direction. And often this is because you're not happy and you feel a lack of purpose in your life, as if you haven't yet found your true calling. So this is a wake-up. Yep. I mean, we're just in sync.
We are in sync,
yes. We're on fire. This is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desires and your spiritual truths. And then the next card is the healer. Yes. The healer of abundance. They say never doubt that you do make a difference in this world. They say your creativity and your ability to be innovative make you destined for success. It's now time for you to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family and your personal time. This situation involves a person who is down to earth with a gift for design or decorating, and you are open-minded and nurturing. So, all good news tonight, sweetie.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it's great
welcome.
Confirmation.
Good. I'm so excited for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Well, thank you so much for calling us tonight.
Thank you all, and blessings in the coming weeks and the new year.
And the new year. Thank you so much.
Same to you.
Sending good vibes your way.
We are ready.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for calling us. Bye-bye. 347-838. Why am I doing that? We're going to squeeze in another call or two here. Hi, thanks for hanging on. What's your first name?
Hello.
Hi, what's your first name?
It's Sweta.
I'm sorry?
Sweta. Thank you for taking my call. I wasn't sure whether it was in or out, so thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, where are you calling from?
North Carolina.
And how can we help you tonight?
I was just wondering if there's any information as a spot reading. Some days I feel like I'm not supported on a spiritual realm, and some days I feel like I am, and it's a trick. And then I feel better, and then something happens where it's just it's like a mountainous effect. So my primary question, I guess, is there anything that's more concrete as a foundation for me to take? Or that comes through?
I had my pendulum for my primary guide, but then you were talking about how you don't feel like you're always supported by spirit, and I got a big pull to let Archangel Michael out to pull a card for you. So I think that you are supported. It's a giant purple pendulum, and he only comes out when he feels like it. So I think you are definitely supported. And he pulled the Wheel of Fortune for you, which is major arcana. I think that the reason you feel like you're unsupported sometimes is the Wheel of Fortune is definitely when we're at a crossroads and we look north, south, east, west, and we go, I don't know which way to go. And then we want someone to tell us, but we have free will. So know that your angels and guides are right there with you, cheering you on, but they are never going to tell you you have to go this way. So I think what Archangel Michael's trying to tell you is that we're there, we're holding your hand, we're cheering you on, but you have to make those decisions because it's your turn to go through this wild life, but you are always loved and you're always protected. And the cool thing about the Wheel of Fortune is there's nothing bad on any of the paths. You are protected, but you have to choose which path I want to go down. Each one is full of wonders and adventures, but you have to choose, that I'm ready, I want to. And it's the perfect time now at the end of the year for you to do that. And so right now, in these last 2 or 3 weeks of the year, figure out, what do I want? Why do I feel stuck? And where do I want to be this time next year? And amazing miracles will come about for you because you are protected and loved and important. And I think you're just feeling sometimes like you're not, because you're standing in this, at this crossroads and you're not moving, and Spirit isn't going to tell you where to move. So you get to make that choice because we're so lucky that we have free will. I know, because sometimes I'm like, just tell me. But that's just not how it works. So, but know that you are totally loved and supported. And I feel like since Archangel Michael really wanted to pull the card, if you go on YouTube, you can pull up little guided meditations to work with Archangel Michael. And I think that'll really help you, especially in the downtime. So give that a whirl and see if that helps.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
That's amazing. That was beautiful. I love that. And I have something, again, similar. I pulled 2 cards for you. I think my first question is, are you currently in a relationship?
No, and I think it's more of, just not one specific area. It feels like career, life, like love, family, just feels a little bit flat.
Okay. Well, you do have a new love card and a power card.
Okay.
So the power card says that you can now allow yourself to express your personal power, that being powerful is safe for you, knowing that you express your power with love, and it goes on to say how supported you are by your Creator and by the archangels and your guardian angels and all of the wonderful powers that be on the other side who just want nothing but your success. And the new love card says that a new chapter in your love life is about to begin. And they want you to open your heart to a new infusion of love through a partner in your life. The angels are preparing you to be aware of any new people entering your life, as a new mate may be unlike your previous partners. They want you to be open to changes in your current relationships and don't cling tightly to ideas of how you think a relationship should be, because this is a time of wondrous changes in your love life. You are being asked to trust God and your guardian angels to work things out for your highest good. But a new partner will enter your life, inspiring great happiness for the both of you. So, that sounds like a good year.
Choose direction and go.
Yay.
So, I had a quick, reference to it. What if you have trouble trusting yourself? You said free will.
Right. That's why free will is so hard, because we don't trust ourselves, because we make mistakes and then we never want to make another mistake. So we're like, I'm never doing that ever again. But the whole reason that we chose to ground this life was to try things out. So it's like we're counterintuitive because we get hurt and then we're like, we're never doing that again. Well, we probably weren't going to get it right the first try. So try really hard to be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself for those past mistakes, because it's going to be better this time because you learned. So let yourself, give yourself permission to make mistakes, but learn from it and then move forward. Don't stay at that crossroads. You pick a direction and go boldly that way, and know that you are protected. I feel like you sometimes are doubting because maybe mistakes have happened, but that's all part of the learning. You were supported the whole time. You're safe, so don't be afraid to go out there and learn again, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
The safety part. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
That really touched me. Thank you.
Good. Yes, we're sending you all the best blessings. You can do this.
Yes, we are.
Yes, thank you. Blessings to you both. All three.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
I was about to give the phone number again, and we've only got 5 minutes, so I don't think we can. Thank you. I don't think we really have enough time to get more reading in. I know we talked about what Lisa's got going on. Toni, anything coming up that you want to plug real quick before
No,
Blog Radio
I've
kicks
been
us
kind of
up?
quiet. Nope, I'm doing Christmas, and of course,
you're
I'm doing
smart.
my regular readings and things, and Reiki, but nothing too big. I guess I could say this Saturday at 11 a.m. we have Reiki on Zoom, so anyone can come. And you would visit my social media to get the information, or you could reach out to me, and I'll give you the Zoom ID, and you can come. And it's for healing, of course, and for the highest good of all concerned. So I do have that. That would be Saturday, 11 a.m. Central.
Very cool.
That sounds wonderful.
Yay.
And there had been a question in the chat room. I meant to get this earlier, and I think when I rebooted when I refreshed the page, it's gone. So I apologize. I think the person's name was Carl. I'm not sure. But anyway, the question was about the year ahead readings, Lisa, and he said that he couldn't find how to pick the day and time.
Oh, picking the day and time isn't actually on there. We'll contact you to get the best time and schedule, because my schedule is always changing. So you just go and you pay for the reading, and we get an email that you've paid for the reading, and then I'll get in touch with you directly about what time slots are open for that week, and we'll get you in there.
It's pretty much the same way that we schedule any kind of private readings. If you go to Toni's page or to my page to book a private reading, it's the same kind of thing. When you click on it, it will, and you pay for the reading, then we reach out to you and we work out a day and time that works for everybody. So it's the same kind of thing as that. And I hope that helps. I don't know where the message went, and I'm not even sure if Carl's the right name, but doing the best we can here. So anyhow, Anyway, apologies to those who are still on the phone. We're running out of time, and Blog Talk Radio is going to cut us off in a couple minutes, whether we're ready or not. Lisa, thanks so much for giving up part of your Tuesday to join us and do some readings and talk about your.
Yeah, thanks for letting me tap in with you, Toni.
Oh, we love when you come on. You are welcome anytime, my friend. You are fun.
Oh, thank you.
Don't tell her that. We'll never get rid of her.
No, she's wonderful.
I'm just kidding. And Toni, thank you, as always, for giving up part of your Tuesday for us.
Sweetie.
Yes, you're wonderful,
I wouldn't
Toni.
miss it. Thank you. I will say thank you.
And thanks. And thank you for listening tonight. Thanks to everybody who called in. Apologies to those who are still on the line. Oh, I was going to mention, if you are still on the line or you couldn't get through tonight because there are so many calls coming in, we'll be back. Toni and I will be back in 2 weeks, barring any technology problems. And if you don't want to wait for 2 weeks, you can go to psychictapestry.com like we've been talking about with the year ahead readings. If you don't want to book the year ahead reading, if you just want a regular reading, you can go to my page or Toni's page or Lisa's page, really, and book a I don't know what a regular reading is because there's no reading that's regular, but you know what I mean, a private reading. But you can do that if you don't want to wait for the 2 weeks till the next podcast. In the meantime, thanks for listening. Stay safe, take care of each other, and tell people close to you that you love them. And we will see you back here in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays to everybody. Yes.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.